This is Craig with Carshalton Advisory, and this is the Objective 1.1 for the Microsoft Excel Core 77727 Study Guide bonus video. So while preparing for this video, I noticed that there were 4 objectives listed in the chapter, but practice tests only covered 3 of them. So this video is to cover the 4th objective, which is how to import data from a delimited file. So what we're going to do is open up a blank workbook like we've done before. I'm just going to hit escape, and that is going to open up this blank file for me. Next, I need to import the data, and I'm going to do that by selecting Data in the ribbon. I'm going to select From Text or CSV at the top here. And once this opens up, I'm going to navigate to where I have my document stored. In this case, it's called sample data, and it is a text document. So I'll select that, click import. I will put a link to that sample data file so that you have access if you want to practice this as well. So Excel has taken a look at this document and it's done a couple things for me. First, it's noticed that there is a row of what we call a header, which is categorical information located in the first row of our data. The other thing is it has split it up into separate columns for us. So that will make it easy to bring into Excel for us. Now I'll show you a couple other tricks here. First of all, we could go to load, and when we hit load, it's going to bring this into a table here in Excel for us. So you'll notice that it has first name, last name, company name. Everything is sorted out for us. What I'm going to do is we're going to do this again a different way. And I am going to open up the same file. And this time, instead of hitting load, I'll show you a couple things. One, there's an option here for what they call the delimiter. And so that is what's in the file that is going to tell Excel where one column is going to end and the next one begin. In this case, it's already spotted that my file had tabs as the delimiter. But if we select this option, there's also options for colon, comma, equal sign, spaces, or we can actually add a custom value if we want. And it's gone through just the first 200 rows, assuming that that'll be enough. We can tell it no, we want it to go through the entire data set or not to detect data at all. And what that means is when it looks in here, it's going to recognize that some of these are words, some of them are going to be numbers, and some of them will be other types of data. This time, instead of hitting load, I'm going to select the edit option. Once I've hit edit, it gives us a little bit of additional capability to change how this data is going to show up. So for the most part, it's going to be the same, but I'll show you one thing that we can do here. And I'm going to use this phone column here. So let's say, for example, that I needed information based upon area code. So I have a list of customers here, but I want to be able to sort or filter them based upon where their phone number is located. But yet, in this file, it's all together in one thing. It would be tough for me to sort because Excel would assume that each of these phone numbers is unique, which they are, but it wouldn't allow me to group just by the first 3 digits. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select transform, and what I'm going to do is ask it to split the column. Once I select this, I'm going to choose by delimiter, and in the dialog box that pops open, it's going to say, okay, well, I've taken a look at Excel's taken a look at it. It spots this dash, and so it's going to use that one. And it gives us a couple choices. It can start with the leftmost, the rightmost, or for every occurrence. In this case, I want it to use the leftmost, and in which case it's going to have the area code separate from the rest of the phone number. Let's click OK here, and we go back to our data. We're going to notice that now we have a column that is just the first 3 digits, which is our area code. Now that I've done this, I'm going to go back to home. I'm going to hit close and load, and now we have a new table loaded with all of our data. When I scroll over to the right, here's my new column, which is just area codes. So now, for example, when I click this drop-down arrow at the top, it gives a list for me of all of the area codes. Now I'm going to Uncheck that to get rid of all of them being selected, and let's pick an area code and we'll see if there's more than one. Perfect. So now what Excel has done is it's gone through all those rows and it has hidden all of the rows except for those which have an area code of 2112. So now I can pester these people with a spam phone call or whatever else I would like to do with them. Thanks for watching. This is Craig with Carshalton Advisory, and don't worry, I'm not going to call any of these people. Thanks for watching.